San Juan. It is Volleyball Central on a hot and humid Saturday afternoon for the live and exclusive coverage of Game 2 of the UAAP Season 72 Women's Volleyball Finals here on Studio 23, where everything is louder, more exciting, more intense. Why? Because for a lot of people, not that side, but for the other side, it probably will be the last day of competition. At least that's what they want. But for the green side of things here at the arena in San Juan, they want this to extend to a Game 3 on Wednesday. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it's game number 2 of the Women's Volleyball Finals here at Season 72. UST versus De La Salle University. UST with a 1-0 lead in this series, going for their 12th straight win. They haven't lost since the last game of last year against Ateneo, and they've gone 2 straight against La Salle, going back to the last game of the eliminations, and they're hoping to do what the men's volleyball team were able to achieve earlier this afternoon, which was win the championship. For ABS-CBN Sports, Boom Gonzalez and Remulla, exciting times here at the arena, and
that's right. Of course, a lot of people looking forward to this game. Like what you've mentioned, it may just be the last game that we'll see both these teams go up against each other.
Defending champion De La Salle University, of course, in a quandary right now as they lost their first game. But, well, going back to last year, and a lot of those girls from last year's team were still here. They were also in a similar hole against FPU. They were able to pull it out of the fire and win the championship. They're hoping to duplicate the feat this year. Let's talk about Game 1 and a horrendous start for La Salle. Even if they, let's say, won the first set, at some point, I think they were down 4 or 5 points. They had a shaky start. Their serves were shaky. Their receptions were shaky. And they were able to win set number 1. But after that, it was a relatively, and I emphasize the word relatively, easy win for UST in 4 sets.
That's right. Actually, if you try to remember that game, and if you look at the score, it's actually very tight at 26-24. You wouldn't say that it was a very convincing win from La Salle, but it was more of maybe some of the breaks of the game went to their side. But then again, you know, umabol sila. Pero looking at sets 2-4, pag tinignan mo yung score ng UST dito at yung performance ng La Salle, you will be very convinced na ito namang UST really deserved that win.
And you look at the numbers, and how do you see it?
Well, if you look at all the aspects, you'll see here that despite the fact that La Salle, of course, still led in blocking yung spikes ng UST, I think they have very well studied the frontline defense or the blockers of La Salle. They were still able to score 56 as compared to only 46 spikes of La Salle. Pero kung titignan natin din dito, no, in terms of opponents' errors, yes, UST had 35, La Salle had 28, but overall, yung body language na nakita natin sa UST in that game was...
they were loose.
Yes,
they were very loose. They enjoyed the game as compared to La Salle, who really came into the finals. I mean, let's admit it, they came into the finals with more pressure on their shoulders, being the number 1 team almost all throughout the season. They were the defending champions. A lot of people thought na buti na nga actually natalo sila sa La Salle sa elimination, maybe to take off a little of that pressure. But boy, they started really nervous in that first game, and they did not have a solution to Aiza Maizo also in that first game.
Oh yes, Aiza Maizo, of course, one of the key players of UST, scoring 21 points, 20 coming from her attacks, and she got 1 service ace. I think what's good about Aiza Maizo is that over the years, yung leadership, it's something that you see from her. When they need a point, she's always there.
And the game is so easy to her now. Unlike before, you saw there was so much effort. Right now, ang dali-dali ng laro kay Aiza Maizo, and she did well, not only offensively, but also with her blocking. And she sat down with Jessica Mendoza prior to this game. Let's listen to that interview.
So Aiza, both the men's and women's teams are very close na to winning a championship, no? Kung sakaling mangyari yon, what would a double championship mean to you?
Sobrang saya siguro po. Tsaka, yun nga po, pag nanalo po kaming both men and women, may pinangako po si Father na yun nga po mag-iibang bansa po kami.
Nice, good job. Pero okay, so let's go to the game. What is the one thing na kailangan yung gawin today para manalo?
Communication lang po sa bawat isa. Tapos focus on the game. Nasa puso yung ginagawa.
Sige, thank you very much, Aiza. and good luck. Again, Aiza Maizo of the UST Lady Tigresses.
Thank you very much, Jessica Mendoza. Added motivation for the team. And they want to duplicate what the men's team did. And if they do it, wow, mag-iibang bansa. Sama naman kami ni Andrew Mula
Yun yung masarap na incentive. That's something that they are actually looking forward to.
All right, let's shift our attention to the team that needs this win very badly here in game number 2. It's win or go home for them. Simply put, the De La Salle University Lady Spikers, Steph Mercado, of course, we all know she's the captain. She's the #1 scorer for the team. Attention will be on her. And even her stellar play could not carry La Salle all alone. She really needed a lot of help, and the others weren't able to really support that help.
That's right. Itong si Steph Mercado, although we know what a good athlete she is, then again, you know, in every game, hindi lang dapat isang tayo nag-step up. And now, in the meantime, let's take a look at her stats with 24 points, 22 from attacks, and 2 block points. So, as we were saying, itong si Steph Mercado, in their past game against UST, a lot of balls were really given to her naturally as an outside hitter. But then, basang-basa na rin ng UST. So, I guess, for this game, what we are expecting for La Salle is to have more distribution of plays para naman malito nila ng konti ang blockers ng UST.
Kasi naging problema nila nung nasa likod na si Steph Mercado, doon na nagkaka-problema ang La Salle. All right, let's go to Ricky Flores. She had a chat with Stephanie Mercado earlier.
How are you doing today? How are you feeling?
Okay lang, sobrang excited na kami ngayon sa game.
Okay, so I saw you earlier talking to Manila Santos. Did she tell you or the team anything to give you an extra push for today's game?
Nag-usap kami kanina, sinabi niya sa amin na parang last season na, natalo kami ng game 1, kalimutan na namin yung game 1, parang dream na lang yun, we should start everything right today. And then one team, one goal, one La Salle.
Well said. So if there's one thing you can do today to win, what would it be and why?
We should focus ngayon sa game namin. Tapos, all out na kami ngayon. Lahat na bibigay namin. Hindi kami basta-basta magpapatalo. We should prove everyone na we are the defending champs of this tournament. And then, patay na kung patay, laban kung laban. Basta, we will not give up that easily.
Thank you very much and good luck later. That was Steph Mercado, the team captain of the DLSU Lady Spikers.
Thank you very much, Ricky. It's more like a nightmare, not a dream, what happened to them in game number 1. Their dream is to win today and probably win in the 3rd game. And you prepared a few essentials for both teams to win in this ball game.
That's right. Actually, for UST, this is what went right for the team in the previous games when they went up against La Salle. They had very good reception. Corato really stepped up. Her presence was really felt in that game. I think that's something that they should still bring in today's game. Aside from that, blocking. Itong UST, ito yung isa sa mga matatangkad na teams na pwedeng tumapat sa La Salle when it comes to blocking. And that has also proven to be very effective in that last game. And lastly, the 2 C's, confidence and consistency. Body language-wise, you've seen how UST has played. Kita mong confident. They were very loose as what you've mentioned. Very comfortable. Walang pressure na nakikita. And that's something, again, na kailangan maipakita nila today.
On the other side of the fence, if they want to stay alive in this series, and what do they have to do?
Well, for La Salle, I guess it's to distribute their offense. They have a lot of good offensive attackers. They have to utilize them all instead of just